And then the last one that I'm going to spend time on, it is fitting that this one becomes the last one, the fear of the Lord, because we are in a time and a space where the fear of the Lord needs to return to the body of Christ. Because how can, yes, we are preaching about a love and grace, but anytime you hear anyone meeting God, there is a healthy reverence, the respect, the what is the word that I'm looking for? Respect and awe, AWE. That is a healthy emotion that you have when you meet God, because it sustains you, it keeps you in your position. A lot of pastors have fallen, or a pastor or a prophet can get up from the bed of adultery and go and preach the gospel. Oh my God. And I want to give you an assurance, and I want to give you a reason when I will get to this, the fear of the Lord, when I get here, why people are not falling and dying while they're living fornicated lives. It is not because God is approving of them. It is because at this moment the Spirit of God has lifted. So if you hear of these priests in the book of Leviticus, that they offered an illegal incense to God because they were in the proximity to the Holy of Holies, the holiness of God had to destroy them. It was not because God destroyed them, but it is the holiness. It is impossible for the holiness of God. And that's why when the children of Israel, when they made the golden calf, God had to say, I will send an angel of the Lord to go before them, because if I come near them, I will consume them. It is because God's holiness it is a consuming fire. He is like a consuming fire. Listen, one of the reasons why I don't play with the gospel, it is because I've had an encounter with God, and that encounter with God has been enough. Even though it was 13 years ago, it is enough. It was enough to keep me in line. It is the fear, the healthy fear of the Lord. When God appeared, when he told the children of Israel and Moses, and he said to them, consecrate yourself, because I will come upon the Mount Horeb, and you will see my glory, you will hear my glory. When the presence of the Lord came and rested upon that mountain, there was trumpets and thundering and earthquake and lightning. And the children of Israel, they had the healthy fear. I know that someone will say that we have not been given the spirit of fear, but of love and power and of a sound mind. That is not the fear that I'm talking about. The fear that I'm talking about is to fear something, is to fear being away from God. I mean, but this fear that I'm talking about, I'll give you an example. The fear that we're talking about is when Adam and Eve had sinned. And when they had sinned, they sawed fig trees together and they hid away because they feared, because they had done something wrong. But then when we talk about this instant, we're talking about the fear of God. When Isaiah's eyes was open and he saw the glory of the Lord, and he said, I am a man of unclean lips. So that is the kind of fear that helps you, that it is the reverence or the fear that you do not want to be separated from God. The other fear is when you are separated from God. This one makes you, the fear of the Lord makes you gravitate towards God. It makes you bow. It keeps you and it draws you. The other fear draws you away from God, because where there is fear, there is punishment. I hope that you understand where I'm drawing the lines when it comes to the fear of the Lord and this other fear that we're talking about. So those are the 7 spirits that we are going to take 7 weeks, God willingly, to go through them. And the last one will be the fear of the Lord. So let's do a recap. And I thought today I was going to start with wisdom, but because time is not on my side, I will just give you the outline. So today we're just looking at the outline. Let's do a recap. We're talking about this